Foreign country. So in this connection, I request all of you, please, at least few people you have to get motivated. At this age also, sir is very young and energetic and enthusiastic person. So you want to always time punctual, actually, especially on time means 9, we have to start the program. That's why I ask you to attend on time. So that is the reason, that's why, sir. So I request Professor, because why I am calling Professor, because he is masters in all field, academics and as well as the industry. So I'll request.
Good morning to you all. I was thinking how to start this meeting because I gave so many lectures here. When Aruna came and told me your lecture is at morning 9 to 10, I said 9 o'clock is all right. You didn't tell them 10 a.m. no? So normally my morning my meetings lost like that, and so like Professor Chanakeswar has mentioned. It's basically an interaction. Before I start my presentation, I have one or two questions, which you please have to be proactive and answer. Okay. Sixth row from the back, seventh row from the back, third one. Can you please? Third, what are the numbers? Six and 3, right? Sixth row from the back. Count it, and third one. Yeah, yours. Morning, Amma. Tell me, how many years experience you have before you came to VNR VJEC?
18 years.
18 years of experience. Very good. I chose the correct one. Okay. And how long is your experience at VNR VJEC?
1 month to go for 2 years, sir.
2 years?
Yes.
Okay, that's a good time. Tell me couple of words, maybe words, okay, that you heard at Vignana Jyothi and you did not hear in your previous 16 years.
One thing is about the wit and will, sir.
Wit and will. Let's clap.
And basically all the VJ differentiators, basically all the other innovative practices which are mature, like maybe our innovation hub, which we didn't have it in so much prevalence in our earlier experiences. That I found much more startup culture.
I asked for 2 words, Amma. First word you said wit and will. Okay.
And VJ hub.
VJ Hub. No, VJ Hub is a common thing. T Hub is there, VJ Hub. Hub is a common thing, right?
But the kind
wit and will doesn't make sense for a normal thing, a normal person. Yeah, another word.
Maybe our in-depth mentoring and counseling aspect.
Emma?
Mentoring and counseling in depth. That's also there, prevalent in other places. Maybe here we are observing it more keenly.
No, I didn't get it. Tell me again. Mentoring?
Yes.
No, mentoring is there everywhere. So somebody would like to help her? Yeah, please. Presencing. I think, I will clap for you. Oh, okay. You raised your hand. Can you? Thank you, Emma.
Thank you.
Poggle and storyboard is a very common thing all over the world. What is special for Vignana Jyothi that you did not hear? Emma? No, word, Emma, not sentence. One word or 2 words that are peculiar to this one. Here only, but that's a common thing. Okay, somebody wants to assist? Please. Culture is a common thing. Now BJP's culture has come everywhere, right? Culture or some cultures are everywhere. Okay. Please.
Show and tell, sir. Show and tell.
Show and tell. Okay, yeah. Good. Why I ask this question is, At Vignana Jyothi, okay, the faculty has built the whole hierarchy. Okay, good. But in education administration, did you hear? That with pyramid structure. But I'm talking about spectral pyramid. Okay. I'm not talking about the Egyptian pyramids. I'm talking about VNR VJET spectral pyramid. Okay, I'll tell you this. Okay, basically, the differentiators, the way we coin. Okay. One great example that we have is um, how many of you heard the word mezzanine technologies? Mezzanine technologies. Okay. That is one word that's coined by VNR VJIT, and that has become so popular with government of Telangana. They take a lot of pride in utilizing that word. Normally, this is known as outside it is known as Industry 4 technologies, but here we call it as mezzanine floor technologies. All of these things have come from faculty and young faculty like you. So my first, this one is that you don't hesitate to come out with anything that is new. Take a bold step. Say, "This is I have this idea. I want to use this." Okay, you have a lot of freedom to do that. Whether you are a young faculty or you are an experienced faculty, here at Vignana Jyothi, you have that freedom. All these words that you are going to hear are generated by our own people. And another word that I tell you is we discuss it so openly, and the words come during those meetings. This in English language is known as serendipity. How many of you have heard the serendipity? One, two, not many. I will tell you what serendipity means. Serendipity means it's a spontaneous occurrence. You will be struggling for it for say, 10 months. You will not notice it. But all of a sudden, you are talking to your friend, and then you will realize that. Okay. So one good example could be, you must be struggling for what is this one idea, what is the structure of it, what is the structure of this one. And suddenly, you will realize that a designer for your Sankranti sari must have given you one pattern. Then all of a sudden you, oh, this is the chemical pattern or the physical pattern of what I was struggling. You will get it that without any effort, that just by you're concentrating, you're thinking about it, and all of a sudden you see a sari with a nice structure, with a hexagon and other things. Then you realize, oh yeah, that is the structure I'm thinking about yesterday. That is the culture that has brought in at Vignana Jyothi. It is immersive. Okay, you get ideas on a very what is the word that I used? Serendipity. Okay, I will explain it more to you. Use that opportunity. And as I said before, don't hesitate to throw out your ideas and say, this is my idea. Okay. Okay, differentiators. The next one. When you were young, okay, or even as say 5-6 years ago, or even 10 years ago, when you were a student and you are a teacher, what's the difference in the environment that we hear and we live? This is a very clear observation. As far as we are concerned here, we hinge on two things. Number one is abundance, scarcity to abundance. Everything 10 years ago or 15 years ago was available in limited this one. You wanted a software engineer? Oh, there are two people there in the whole of Hyderabad. Today, you have 2,000 people. Okay. You want resources. If they are not here, you are free to import them. There's a lot of abundance of this one. Skills, materials, everything. And all of you are coming to from various distances to VNR VJET. What is the abundance that happened recently? Come. Traffic. Amount of traffic. The amount of, no, the affordability of cars, scooters, various things. With the result, the roads are clogged. You won't believe it. People who have more than, say, 4 years experience here, or even 3 years experience, what was Bachupalli, VNR VJT surroundings 4 years, 5 years ago? Out of interest, you go and see the pictures. And what it is today and 4 years ago is just beyond this one. You have a lot of abundance of flats around, abundance of traffic, abundance of manpower, everything that's available. So that, I think, is one thing that has happened. So we take advantage of that. And the second, and the most important thing is, and very important for academics and people like you, is linear to exponential. Okay. This is previously the whole generation to generation to generation. The improvement used to be a linear one. But today, if you see, from the last few years, it's a natural mathematical expression. Exponential is a natural this one, right? So it's not a linear this one. We have gone through that linear part of the exponential, this one. Now you're really on the curve of exponential curve. It's going to increase at a much faster rate. And all of you have to tackle that. Every day there must be a new learning so that you can pass it on to your students. This exponential, linear to exponential. Okay. These are the two big changes that you have to work with, both in your family as well as in your profession. Okay. Your children, okay, they don't accept scarcity. They are living in abundance. You don't need to worry about it. How about a job? Previously, there used to be 20 companies giving the jobs. Today, for your children, there'll be 2,000 companies. Okay. Similarly, I think you have to translate it. Your knowledge and your children's knowledge is going to be accelerated. It's going to exponentially every year. And as a faculty, you have to get ready for this accelerated change. Today, for example, AI is a good example for this. When was AI born? Anybody? Much before the Second World War. And how long it grew linearly? And then what happened all of a sudden? Now you can't live without AI. Probably you can live, but your children cannot. And yesterday, the DeepSeek of the Chinese one has shook the whole world. That is how it's going to be. Okay. So my recommendation is, these are the two things that VNR VJT has recognized and will hinge on its future travel, future journey. All of you should be part of it. Next one, please. Yeah. Another difference with the servant is at Vignana Jyothi is, I don't call myself a chairman, so and so. Now, of course, I'm not a chairman. But even when I was a chairman, I never thought I was a chairman. You see. In fact, in the first few meetings when I became the chairman, there used to be a consultant from US. Anybody recalls his name? Professor. Anyway, we'll get the name. Okay. So there is a meeting that was called in for discussion. Professor Raghupati, you're right. So we were all sitting, and I was there as the chairman. So he looked at me and said, Mr. Chairman, why are you here? He questioned. That was, and he added one more thing. In US, chairman will not attend these meetings. I said, Professor Raghupati, I'm not only a chairman, but I'm also a doorman. To open up the door for new ideas, new culture. That's the reason why I'm here. Okay. This is a good example. This I have personally learned from a fabulous man called Dr. Tatarao. Probably most of you may not have heard of him. Dr. Tatarao was the chairman of Electricity Board at that time for a long time. I used to have an association with him. Okay. And today, thank him, because of his vision, Hyderabad is living without any power supply shortage. That's the sort of vision that he had. And he used to say, I'm not only the chairman of the board, but I'm also the lineman. You know the lineman? He's the lowest post. I'm the chairman and I'm the lineman. Here at Vignana Jyothi, we maintain that culture. If you want to do certain work, okay, the work is done. There's no difference between people. The work has to be done. And with that single theme of servant leadership, we have managed COVID 2021, 22 with the least effect. How many of you have read the book Restart Manual? How many of you have seen the Restart Manual? Is it available in the library? My point is, today, please make a note, go to the library and ask for Restart Manual. You will see the speciality of Vignana Jyothi. That single manual is done jointly by about 100 people, faculty. 40 definitely, I know it. Authored by 40 people. The whole faculty has come together and said, how do we contain this COVID impact? So when you are coming probably on the road, in the campus, you will find some sheds. We used to screen the people for temperature. If they're running temperature, which is the precursor for COVID, we used to say, please go home. And then we used to support them at home also. And all the people maintained we have this mass and also the steam inhalers, we put it. And I think we did a whole thing, I think. If you want to understand the cooperative work of it, please go and see the Restart Manual of Vignana Jyothi. Okay. This has received tremendous response from the government and many institutions. They try to follow that. It is a team effort. So those sort of things probably I'll go in. And most important, how many of you heard the word pack? Okay, pack. Please tell me what's pack, Amma. In the last two rows, two people have raised their this one. What is pack? Chepama, I think you raised your hand. Last row, last girl. That girl has, sorry, I will call you girls. Girls and boys. You raised your hand, no?
Yeah, I heard PACs.
You heard PAC, but what is PAC?
They maintain account details.
Emma?
They maintain account details, sir. Account audit cell line.
Account hold. But what is PAC? What's your name?
Saujanya, sir.
Saujanya. Okay. Good. Tell me explanation of PAC. Hmm? Okay. Thank you. PAC is actually, you won't hear it in other cultures, other institutions. That is again this one. Planning, approvals, accreditations, and certifications. PAC. Started here. When they were doing it, this is a new department. There was no table, there was no chair, there was no nothing. Literally, the faculty used to carry the tables, benches, and then the racks, created the whole thing. That is the servant leadership. I will tell you one more example of this one. I think I keep telling this one. Is Dr. Archana here? Probably she's not here, she's busy. Archana is in charge of our presencing and she is a faculty in EC. Okay. After hearing this servant leadership and other things, one day I went to, along with other members, for the inspection of our lab. So she was having a computer and then she was trying to demonstrate something. And then, but unfortunately that computer has a loose connection. So loose connection, how to repair it? I was expecting her and the others to call the technician. But you know what she did? She said, oh, this is a loose connection, I will repair it. She went underneath the table herself with her sari, went to the junction box and cleared it. We're not looking for assistantship. We're self-sufficient. This is to be done. That is called servant leadership. Okay. So that is a good example. I always remember this one. Let's go ahead, Emma. I want you to see this one very seriously. Sitting here, okay, looking at within ourselves and up the road. What is our comparison with the dimensions that they have? It's just 10 centimeters. Is all what we have. But we have an exposure to how many billions of light years, and then how many, the lowest, pico and the other, this one. How many of you have seen this one before? Or any, Emma, any new people? Okay. This is one of the exciting things I have seen. And then always we promote this one. Because the world that we are living in, the eyes that you have can see big things, and also you experience the smallest thing within you. Okay. And that capturing that big things and the small things is all within here. Okay. And someday, okay, what it basically gives you is that humbleness. People come here, and then especially students and other things, we behave differently with an attitude. Seeing this one for say 10 times will correct your attitude to the humbleness of the universe. This is very important in my opinion to every human being, especially for the faculty. Okay, because faculty is the one that has to learn and teach this to the students. Okay. So this is one of the things that I thought I would share with you, and I want you to clap for it and then absorb it. You can now all these things, they are available with Dr. Aruna, and people know her. Know her? In the absence of Aruna, Dr. Kiran. Okay. So let's clap both for them, I think. Okay. Anything that you want, the sort of previous culture of Vignana Jyothi, they may have the slides. Okay, so you can borrow from them and say, today's meeting, the purpose is to bring you into the culture of VJEC. It's different. The words that we use are coined from within, like pack. Nobody uses the word pack in the academic circles. But with pack, that simple notation, and with the dedicated people that we have there, we have achieved NAC A++. And you might have observed another thing, we don't hire consultants. All that, our achievements are done within our own faculty. We don't hire external faculty or consultants to do our paperwork and other things. It's all done within. You have done it. I'm sure part of it you must have done it yourself, I think. Please, I want you to experience the pleasure of doing it ourselves and achieve. Okay. NAC A++, when we first got it, we were one of the 3 institutions in southern part of the country which got A++. Now, of course, there are a few others. Okay. But at that time, we were the 3rd one. And all within the effort of our faculty. That's my main purpose of coming here and talking to you is this one. Is to see that we can do it ourselves. Your spectral pyramid is again a system word that is coined by Vignana Jyothi, and it is trademarked for Vignana Jyothi. Okay. This is a very, when we came here, when I joined here, I was a reasonably good student, okay, but I never thought I will be in a teaching line or supervising a teaching institution. That was the first experience. Then I thought I have unless everything is systematically organized, visualized, I cannot work. Then I realized, I said, I have to pack what I am doing. That is very important for all of us. Visualize, pack, put it in system. Then, with the help of others, we created this system known as spectral pyramid. A pyramid has how many faces? Emma? Yourself? No, behind. Yeah, please. Pyramid has how many faces?
5 phases.
Emma?
5.
5. Okay. Let us clap. Okay. Sit down. Okay. Myself also made the error. Till sometime 1955, till 65, till I went and saw pyramids, the way it is structured, I always used to think pyramid used to have 3 faces. Because it's like that, no? Intuitively you feel it is 3 faces. And then I went there, I saw 4 faces. Not 5, 4. 4 faces. And that pyramid is one of the mind-boggling experiences. 2000 years ago, when there was no cranes, there was nothing to lift heavy these things, they carried the stones as big as this room, some of them, all the way from Africa, pulled them through the river Nile, brought them up, and then dragged them in the sand, put them together, and created this pyramid. If ever you had an opportunity, go there. It's one of the most, for an engineer, this is the most exciting thing. For me, living in this space age, a space shot, I saw the space shot in 1964. That was the first time it happened, right? The man on the moon. Okay. This is more exciting than that phenomenon. Okay. Then we thought, okay, is there anything we can do to structure this one? So then we structured like this. 4 phases we attributed to, go ahead. One is excellence in academics, exploration of knowledge through research, excitement of innovation and entrepreneurship, and exponent of development of a rounded personality. These are the 4 things that we are doing at VNR VJEC or at Vignana Jyothi institutions. Academics, exploration of knowledge through research, excitement of innovation and entrepreneurship, exponent of development of a rounded personality. Our old slokas, what do they say? The purpose of education, learning is happiness to all, success to all. This is how the purpose of education was defined in what sloka? One of the Shanti Shokras, a continuation of Bhuva, Gayatri Mantra. We have this one. It is not success to me. Okay, the other fellow can go to hell. Okay, happiness to me. Okay, it's not to me. According to Vedas, it's success to all. Okay, and then happiness to all. That is how we structured the 4 phases. If you notice, how many of you heard the word happiness in this institution? We are one of the few institutions, definitely in the world, which says the purpose of our education is you should feel happiness. Happiness and success should be a part of the education. So that's the reason why we have special lectures on happiness and success. I think if you Google our website, you will find 0 to 9 plus rules for happiness and success. So we used to coach them the final years, 2-3 lectures, right? There's a called aptitude. Who is heading it now? Josna is heading the aptitude. That's the word. Whether you are a faculty or a student or working at any level, happiness and contentment, fulfillment, these are at the end of it, you should have it. When you reach home, okay, you should have that satisfaction today. Oh, I was happy. I did the things. It's very fulfilling, nice. This feeling, what will it do? It will stop you from fighting with your partner. Okay, you will be happy with yourself. Okay, so this is one of the most noble things about teaching Amma. That self-satisfaction, that joy you get after giving your knowledge, giving. You are taking salary, okay, but the amount of knowledge you are giving to thousands of people, what is your salary in comparison with that? I have experienced as I normally go home very late, and then always it used to be a fight like any other wife and husband. You say, why did you come late? Did you go to the club? Did you go here? Did you go there? There's a big debate. Okay, and then whenever I used to come to Vignana Jyothi to interact with teachers and other things, and then when I go home and then walk in, my wife used to say, today you went to Vignana Jyothi. From my face, she could guess that smile, that contentment, that satisfaction, that fulfillment. I think that's what I want you to experience and spread it. That's the joy. Not only you, your family should enjoy it. Your children should take pride in it. And all that. Okay, let's go. Today what I will do is probably I will briefly touch upon these things. I have only 10 minutes. I'll touch upon these 4 phases, and maybe later on, if there's opportunity, I will. Okay. Just to give you one example. Okay. One day we had a meeting at 4 o'clock till 5:30 at Vignana Jyothi Management School, where we have this one. The meeting that was supposed to last at 5:30 in the evening lasted till 8:30 in the night. That sort of immersion with the people and other things. So these meetings will take longer time. Okay, we'll have some more sessions, and then you should, next time, not me, you should be here, giving, this is what I have done. Okay, let's go. Okay, the whole thing is arranged in such a way. Yeah, please go ahead. The whole institute is structured with spectral pyramid. Okay, 4 phases, you already seen it, and policy, strategy, resources, operation, and QA. These are the 4 levels of operations. Okay. Okay, go. You will hear more about Our first phase of the pyramid represents the excellence in academics. Okay. This is a painting. What's his name, Amma? Narasimha, one of the most famous artists of Telangana. Okay. I happened to acquire it sometime in 1990. And then when I joined Vignana Jyothi in 2020, immediately I related to this one, Vignana Jyothi. And then I'll tell you more about it. There's a lot of weight on to this Gayatri mantra. It's a very powerful mantra. It will change your whole life. It will give you a lot of peace and it will give you a lot of aim. I'll spend Adunchama. So Gayatri mantra, Om Bhum Bhuvashva. Okay. Om, Usad, Bhu, Earth, Bhuvaha, sky, and space, Swa, space. You have seen now the young ladies at Google. Okay. Where is her knowledge coming from? Bhu, Bhuva, Swaha. Okay. So that is the whole thing. And this one says the intellect that you have, is equal to the God's gift of life. Is there any more knowledgeable and creative than creating life? And who created life? We assume it is God. That bright light, that bright intellect with which God gifted us this life, using his intellect, he created life on this earth. Okay. That sort of, oh God, give me that sort of intellect to me. It's a very powerful sloka. I think it's a, how many of you recite it? 1, 2. My recommendation is the others should follow it. I think it has millions meanings, but it gives you a lot of peace. And here we implement it with the same idea that, you see, he created life. And how many forms of life there is on this earth? How many forms of life? In good olden days, okay, it was mentioned it was about 84 lakhs. With the data analysis that we have done today, they confirmed it as 8.4 million. They only changed the lakhs to millions, but it tallies with this one. 8.4 lakhs of forms. And why is it important for us? Okay, number one thing is appreciate the God's intellect who created this one. You will see DNA, this one there, symbol. Okay, this is a very powerful. I get motivated with these pictures. Okay, and then what is happening? God created 8.6 million, 86 lakhs of this one. And what is it we are doing with all our education, with all our culture and other things? In the next 40 years, we are going to destroy 25% of them. With our habits, with our usage, with our global warming and other things. Okay. It's very important that we acknowledge it. That's the reason why we have a program known as EAPCET. How many of you heard the word EAPCET? No? Okay. EAPCET is a word coined again by Vignana Jyothi, the faculty. If only Mother Earth has no patience, the way we are destroying it, what is Mother Earth would have given us? A smack. Really? If only she doesn't have that patience. She has so much of patience, she stopped giving us the smack. Otherwise, to destroy 25% of the lives, Okay. With the token of e-smack, may I request you to smack your neighbor? Please. Why are you waiting? Doesn't matter. No, she will smack you back. Kotanama. 1 year is over and you haven't become friends with each other to smack? Hmm? So this is a powerful concept again coined at Vignana Jyothi. E-smack. All our courses are now designed with this e-smack philosophy. The most important thing in this world today is sustainability. You must have read in newspapers all the time, sustainability, sustainability, sustainability. We are designing our syllabus, changing the syllabus so that we focus on this sustainability. That theme is still continuing? Sustainability, designing the courses. Okay. So that is the thing, and I'll tell you more about the other things. So, for example, I talked about ancient wisdom. Okay, gone are those days when we say "Hera Musrad." Okay, now you say you take his wisdom and use it. When you enter, this is my last sentence, and then probably it's 53. I have 2 minutes. Once you enter Vignana Jyothi campus, what do you see at the main gate? Hanuman. Why Hanuman there? Hanuman is the one who went to sun, travel, got his mouth burnt, came back. And at that time, in those days, when this story was going on, they mentioned the distance between Earth. Hanuman traveled between here and the sun to so many million kilometers, this. They have detailed it in those days. Anybody remembers that sloka? I think this is the last one. We'll go.
Yuga Sahasra Yojana Parabhanu Lilyotahi Madhurapalachanu. What is written in Hanuman Chalisa by Tulsidas? Yuga Sahasra. So that is 1,000 eons. Yeah. Yuga Sahasra Yojana. Yojana is a unit of distance, and that comes to the exact distance between sun and earth.
That is the ancient wisdom, which again we bring it into the culture of this one. That's the ancient wisdom. Like that, we have a philosophy here. Ladies and gentlemen, I think my time is up, and then you have 6 minutes to go to the classes. I think 54, and then I just came here to say that. Another 3. You are giving me permission. You are giving me permission for 3 extra minutes. Okay, I will take it. Emma? No. Okay. This is the second one, Amma. This is the second phase of. This is a painting. It was at my factory, which I got it done by a gentleman called Anujay, who is our own student from architecture. That time, JNTU has an architecture school. So he left the place. He was in America and came here. So I said, I wanted this picture, the feeling of this is dancing Shiva. Okay. Why I wanted it and what is the relevance for Vignana Jyothi? Can you put that? Yeah. So this is from a Nobel laureate. One day he was sitting in his, he was walking on the beach near the Caltech here in US. And then suddenly he looked at he's a physicist. So he looked at the sky. Suddenly he recalled the experience. It's a beautiful sentence. I think we should, it's available in the library, right? It's framed. Please go there and experience it. Huh? In the reception also. No, this is available. The text is also available. You please enjoy it. This is dancing Shiva Tandav. Okay. And what did he see in it? No, please go ahead. I think so. What did he see in it? I saw cascades of energy coming down from outer space, in which particles are created and destroyed. I saw atoms of elements and those of my body participating in cosmic dance. And I felt its rhythm, and I heard its sounds. And at that moment, I knew that this was the dance of Shiva, the Lord of dances worshipped by Hindus. The spirit of the word presencing that you mentioned, Amma, this has come from this. I saw in the sky. I felt, whatever it is. Okay. So after this one, we have a standard question in VNR VJEC. If somebody says that he has got his PhD, what is PhD? What do you do when you are doing PhD? You see, you experience, you feel, you do whatever is mentioned here, you get involved so much. So our standard procedure here is, if you pass your PhD, we say congratulations. But next question that we ask is, did you see God? If you say, no, I haven't seen God, we withdraw the PhD. Your PhD should be of this intensity. That is our second phase of research. Okay. I don't want to take more time. I think it's third and fourth one probably. You can arrange one more session for them and then explain this one. So in summary, what I want to say is the sort of strategy that at VNR VJIT and generally at Vignana Jyothi is not at random. It's a well thought out philosophy. That's the reason why we call this one as, first slide, philosophy, VJ philosophy. This we call it as VJ philosophy. Okay. And on every word there could be a 1 hour lecture. The word presencing that you have seen here at the background of that dancing Shiva. And in our life, the word presencing is the most important word, and probably somebody will take a lecture on presencing alone. Please conduct the meeting. We have one center here known as Presencing and Design Thinking. A Center for Presencing and Design Thinking. Okay. So which will be very, very valuable for you. With these few words, I think I have no time to take the questions. I wish you all the best. I wish every one of you, for God's grace, and then all of you to come up in life and become the deans and the principals very soon. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. This kind of inspiring talks we heard hundreds from him in the last probably 20 years of association with you. 20 years of association with you. Particularly myself worked with him last 16 years in the administrative part of it, and experienced in every moment working with him with the joy. And I wish everybody has, DN Rogar has suggested, everybody should grow in life. Vignana Jyothi looks at everybody has to grow along with us. That's a philosophy with which we grow. So come up with your own ideas. I used to call all the HODs also to come with ideas, and take the faculty also along with you and get the ideas, and we will implement here in Vignana Jyothi. Wish you all good luck. Thank you once again, sir, for this inspiring talk once again. Thank you very much.
I think next time you'll have an exam. I think you have to remember all these things. Go through once again, sir. I think whenever you can come to institute, he will ask you. You should not forget all these things. Thank you.